After start checks complete.
Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
Main tanks and crossfeed off.
Zurich ground. Carter Alpha Kilo 501, Gate Golf 12, request taxi.
Off and cold. Hydraulic
Carter Alpha Kilo 501, hold position.
down, forward, pressure and quantity checked.
Hold position. Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Carter Alpha Kilo 501, taxi to holding point runway 16. Via Golf Echo Echo 2, hold short of runway 1028.
Taxi to holding point runway 16. Via Golf Echo, Echo 2, hold short of runway 1028, Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Water injection. On. 30 inches stabilize. 30 inches stabilize. Stabilized. Cal flaps. Cal flaps. Cal flaps set. Full power, please. Going full power. Full power set.
Swiss 909 Echo, wind 276 degrees at 10 knots. Cleared to land, runway 28.
Cleared to land 28, Swiss 909 Echo.
Gear up, lights out, flaps up. Flaps going.
Helvetic 5 Papa Hotel, cross runway 1634 when vacated contact ground 121.05. Cross runway 1634 when vacated contact ground 121.05. Helvetic 5 Papa Hotel.
Meter power. Setting meter power, 48 inches, 2600 on.
Carter Alpha Kilo 501, contact Zurich departure 125.955.
Zurich departure 125.955, Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Meter power set.
Zurich departure, Carter Alpha Kilo 501, DJ 1 Tango departure, passing 2,300 climbing to flight level 170.
Carter Alpha Kilo 501, radar contact. Continue climb flight level 170.
Continue climb flight level 170. Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
After takeoff checklist, please. After takeoff checks complete.
Zurich departure. Helvetic 1018. Sierra Alpha Tango 2 Foxtrot departure. Passing 2000 climbing to flight level 170.
Helvetic 1018, identified. Continue climb flight level 170.
Continue climb flight level 170. Helvetic 1018.
Helvetic 1018, proceed direct Zulu Uniform Echo. Continuous filed.
Direct Zulu Uniform Echo. Helvetic 1018.
Helvetic 1018, contact Zurich Center 126.225.
Zurich Center 126.225. Helvetic 1018.
Zurich departure. Helvetic 8 Hotel Zulu, Juris 1 Hotel departure. Passing 4000 climbing to flight level 170.
Helvetic 8 Hotel Zulu, identified. Continue climb flight level 170.
Continue climb flight level 170. Helvetic 8 Hotel Zulu.
Helvetic 8 Hotel Zulu, contact Zurich Center 126.225.
Zurich Center 126.225. Helvetic 8 Hotel Zulu.
Carter Alpha Kilo 501. Contact Zurich Center 126.225.
One 226.225. Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Swiss 21 Mike, proceed direct debit. Continue as filed.
Zurich Center. Carter Alpha Kilo 501. Inbound door up. Passing flight level 120 climbing to flight level 170. Carter Alpha Kilo 501. Radar contact. Continue climb flight level 200. Continue climb flight level 200. Carter Alpha Kilo 501. Carter Alpha Kilo 501. Contact Vienna Center 124.4. 124.4. Carter Alpha Kilo 501. Vienna Center. Carter Alpha Kilo 501. Inbound OSAP. Passing flight level 130 climbing to flight level 200. Carter Alpha Kilo 501. Identified. Continue climb flight level 200. Continue climb flight level 200. Carter Alpha Kilo 501. Ryanair 78 Juliet Echo. Contact Switzerland Center 126.35.
Switzerland Center 126.35. Ryanair 78 Juliet Echo. Vienna Center. Hamrock 44 Alpha Golf in Mount Whiskey Foxtrot Juliet. Passing flight level 370, descending to flight level 20.
Shamrock 44 Alpha Golf. Identified. Continue descent flight level 20.
Continue descent flight level 20. Shamrock 44 Alpha Golf.
Delta Alpha India Romeo Golf, turn right heading 185.
Right heading 185. Delta Alpha India Romeo Golf. Vienna Center, Tonga 7 Juliet Lima, passing flight level 340, descending to flight level 230.
Chinook 44 Alpha Golf, contact Switzerland Center 126.35.
Contact Switzerland Center 126.35. Shamrock 4 Alpha Golf.
Tomjet 7 Juliet Lima, identify, continue descent flight level 190.
Continue descent flight level 190. Tomjet 7 Juliet Lima.
Delta Alpha India Romeo Golf, turn left heading 120.
Left heading 120. Delta Alpha India Romeo Golf.
Delta Alpha India Romeo Golf, fly heading 230. Cleared visual approach runway 28. Report runway in sight.
Fly heading 230. Cleared visual approach, report runway in sight. Delta Alpha India Romeo Golf. Delta Alpha India Romeo Golf, runway in sight.
Delta Alpha India Romeo Golf, contact ST Gallant Tower 119.7.
Contact SD Gallant Tower 119.7. Delta Alpha India Romeo Golf.
Carter Alpha Kilo 501, contact Munich Center 120.65. 120.65, Carter Alpha Kilo 501. Munich Center, Carter Alpha Kilo 501, inbound OSAP. Passing flight level 160, climbing to flight level 200.
Carter Alpha Kilo 501, radar contact. Continue climb flight level 200.
Continue climb flight level 200. Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Delta India Bravo Echo Tango, contact Berlin Center 125.8. 125.8, Delta India Bravo Echo Tango.
Munich Center, Air Portugal 554, passing flight level 260, descending to flight level 230.
Air Portugal 554, identified. Continue descent flight level 100.
Continue descent flight level 100, Air Portugal 554.
Carter Alpha Kilo 501, contact Vienna Center 124.4.
Contact Vienna Center 124.4, Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Air Portugal 554, direct Beatles. Clear Bravo Echo Tango 26 transition.
Vienna Center, Carter Alpha Kilo 501, inbound ZX. Passing flight level 170, climbing to flight level 200.
Carter Alpha Kilo 501, radar contact. Continue climb flight level 200.
Continue climb flight level 200. Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Tomjet 7 Juliet Lima, contact inspect radar 128.9075.
Contact inspect radar 128.975. Tomjet 7 Juliet Lima. Vienna Center, Speedbird 636 in Bambatski, at flight level 370.
Easy 2901, contact Switzerland Center 126.35.
Set cruise power, please. Setting cruise
126.35, easy 2901.
Ryanair 9F4 November Victor, contact Berlin Center 125.8.
Berlin Center 125.8. Ryanair 9F4 November Victor.
Speedbird 636 identified. Maintain flight level 370.
cruise power is set.
Maintain flight level 370. Speedbird 636.
Cruise checks are complete.
Vienna Center, easy 2901, inbound Juice, at flight level 350.
Easy 2901 identified. Maintain flight level 350.
Maintain flight level 350, easy 2901.
Easy 2901, contact Milan Center 124.9025.
Contact Milan Center 124.9025, easy 2901.
Easy 75 Bravo Foxtrot, expect visual approach runway 12.
Expect visual approach runway 12. Easy 75 Bravo Foxtrot.
Easy 75 Bravo Foxtrot. When ready, descend flight level 1900.
When ready, descend flight level 1900. Easy 75 Bravo Foxtrot.
Vienna Center. Easy 2901, inbound Juice. A flight level 350.
Easy 2901, identified. Maintain flight level 350.
Maintain flight level 350. Easy 2901.
Visa 4962, contact Berlin Center 125.8.
Berlin Center 125.8. Visa 4962.
Easy 2901, contact Milan Center 124.9025.
Milan Center 124.9025. Easy 2901.
Speedbird 636, contact Milan Center 124.9025.
124.9025. Speedbird 636.
IIR Serbia 13 Charlie, contact Milan Center 124.9025.
124.9025. IR Serbia 13 Charlie.
Alpine 9er 8 Tango Bravo, contact Milan Center 124.9025.
Contact Milan Center 124.9025. Alpine 9er 8 Tango Bravo.
Whiskey 7 Zulu Yankee, contact Milan Center 124.9025.
124.9025. Whiskey 7 Zulu Yankee.
Ryanair 905 Victor Victor, contact Berlin Center 125.8.
Contact Berlin Center 125.8. Ryanair 905 Victor Victor. Vienna Center. Tomjet 1 Charlie Echo, inbound Rupert. Passing flight level 360, climbing to flight level 380.
Tomjet 1 Charlie Echo. Radar contact. Continue climb flight level 380.
Continue climb flight level 380. Tomjet 1 Charlie Echo. Vienna Center. Austrian 301. Kilo Papa Tango 5 Juliet departure. Passing flight level 18. 0 climbing to flight level 210.
Vienna Center, Austrian 140 kilo at flight level 330.
Austrian 301, radar contact. Continue climb flight level 260.
Continue climb flight level 260. Austrian 301.
Austrian 140 kilo, radar contact. Maintain flight level 330.
Maintain flight level 330. Austrian 140 kilo.
Austrian 140 kilo. Contact Berlin Center 125.8.
Berlin Center 125.8. Austrian 140 kilo.
Vienna Center, speedbird 636, inbound Victor Papa 528. At flight level 370.
Itero 404, contact Berlin Center 125.8.
Berlin Center 125.8. Itero 404.
Eiger 2620, proceed direct taxi. When ready, descend flight level 230.
Direct taxi. When ready, descend flight level 230. Eiger 2620.
Tomjet 440, contact Milan Center 124.9025.
124.9025. Tomjet 440.
Carter Alpha Kilo 501, contact Milan Center 124.9025.
Milan Center 124.9025, Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Ryanair 983, contact Berlin.
Milan Center, Carter Alpha Kilo 501, inbound naked, at flight level 200.
Carter Alpha Kilo 501, identified. Maintain flight level 200.
Maintain flight level 200, Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Milan Center, Easy 755 Bravo Foxtrot, inbound Victor Papa 011. Passing flight level 350, descending to flight level 190. Easy 75 Bravo Foxtrot, radar contact. Contact Vienna Center 124.4.
Skyalps 1987.
Vienna Center 124.4. Easy 75 Bravo Foxtrot. Alpine 908 Tango Bravo. Contact Vienna Center 124.4. Vienna Center 124.4. Alpine 908 Tango Bravo.
Milan Center, Bus 1417 at flight level 330.
Swiss 1417, radar contact. Maintain flight level 330.
Maintain flight level 330, Bus 1417.
Swiss 1417, contact Vienna Center 124.4.
Contact Vienna Center 124.4, who's 1417.
Milan Center. Saudi 100 inbound Malad, at flight level 370.
Tomjet 440, contact Vienna Center 124.4.
124.4, Tomjet 440.
Saudia 100, radar contact. Maintain flight level 370.
Maintain flight level 370. Saudi 100.
Saudia 100, contact Vienna Center 124.4.
Vienna Center 124.4, Saudi 100.
Milan Center. Alpine Manor 8 Tango Bravo, inbound Lava, at flight level 370.
Milan Center. Tomjet 440, inbound Victor Papa 528, at flight level 350.
Alpine Manor 8 Tango Bravo identified. Maintain flight level 370.
Maintain flight level 370, Alpine Manor 8 Tango Bravo.
Tomjet 440, radar contact. Maintain flight level 350.
Maintain flight level 350, Tomjet 440.
Milan Center. Saudi 100 inbound Malad, at flight level 370.
Saudia 100, identified. Contact Vienna Center 124.4.
Vienna Center 124.4, Saudi 100.
Milan Center. Reserve 4046, in, bound Victor Papa 013, at flight level 350. Reserve 4046, radar contact. Maintain flight level 350.
Maintain flight level 350, Reserve 4046.
Speedbird 59 at Papa, descend 3000.
Descend 3000, Speedbird 59 at Papa.
Wizard 4046, contact Vienna Center 124.4.
124.4, Reserve 4046.
City 35 Charlie, expect lone 1 Golf arrival Papa Romeo Tango 1 transition at LS Zulu approach runway 05.
Expect lone 1 Golf arrival Papa Romeo Tango 1 transition at LS Zulu approach runway 05. City 35 Charlie.
City 35 Charlie, when ready descend flight level 60.
When ready descend flight level 60. City 35 Charlie.
Milan Center. Saudi 100 inbound to Bro. At flight level 370.
Saudi 100, radar contact. Maintain flight level 370.
Maintain flight level 370. Saudi 100.
Wizz Air, tree 642. Climb and maintain flight level tree 60.
Egypt Air 778, contact Vienna Center 124.4. Vienna Center 124.4, Egypt Air 778. Air France 1727, contact Switzerland Center 126.35.
Switzerland Center 126.35. Air France 1727.
Ryanair 75 Zulu Charlie, when ready descend flight level 190. When ready descend flight level 190. Ryanair 75 Zulu Charlie. Ryanair 78 Uniform Bravo, contact Vienna Center 124.4. Contact Vienna Center 124.4. Ryanair 78 Uniform Bravo. Milan Center, Egypt Air 778, inbound Victor Papa 528, at flight level 370. Ryanair 32 Papa Quebec, contact Vienna Center 124.4.
124.4. Ryanair 32 Papa Quebec.
Egypt Air 778, identified. Maintain flight level 370. Maintain flight level 370. Egypt Air 778. Dolomite 5 Lima Mike, when ready descend flight level 190.
When ready descend flight level 190. Dolomite 5 Lima Mike.
Ryanair 78 Juliet Echo, expect Biddam 1 Sierra arrival and transition on nav approach runway 04.
And maintain flight level tree 40.
Expect Biddam 1 Sierra arrival and transition on nav approach runway 04. Ryanair 78 Juliet Echo. Ivory 2 Mike India, expect ILS Yankee approach runway 15.
Expect ILS Yankee approach runway 15. Ivory 2 Mike India.
Ryanair 78 Juliet Echo, when ready descend flight level 190.
Ocean 1.
When ready descend flight level 190. Ryanair 78 Juliet Echo. Ivory 2 Mike India, when ready descend flight level 190.
When ready descend flight level 190. Ivory 2 Mike India.
Air Portugal 862. Maintain present altitude. Expect vectors visual runway. 4 right approach.
Saudi 100, contact Ljubljana Center 135.275.
Contact Ljubljana Center 135.275. Saudi 100.
Wisco 7 Zulu Yankee, contact Zagreb Center 124.85.
Contact Zagreb Center 124.85. Wisco 7 Zulu Yankee.
World Express 7901, contact Vienna Center 124.4.
Vienna Center 124.4. World Express 7901.
Milan Center. Saudia 100 inbound to Godi at flight level 370.
Saudia 100 identified. Maintain flight level 370.
Maintain flight level 370. Saudia 100.
Ryanair 78, contact Switzerland Center 126.35.
126.35. Ryanair 78.
Saudia 100, contact Ljubljana Center 135.275.
135.275. Saudia 100.
Milan Center. Ryanair 78, inbound Zulu Sierra 706, at flight level 330.
Ryanair 78, identified. Maintain flight level 330.
Maintain flight level 330. Ryanair 78.
Ryanair 78, contact Switzerland Center 126.35.
126.35. Ryanair 78.
Ryanair 716 X-ray, contact Vienna Center 124.4.
Contact Vienna Center 124.4. Ryanair 716 X-ray.
Shamrock 44 Alpha Golf, turn left heading 130. Descend and maintain flight level 20.
Left heading 130. Descend and maintain flight level 20. Shamrock 44 Alpha Golf.
Egyptia 778, contact Ljubljana Center 135.275.
Ljubljana Center 135.275. Egyptier 778.
Dolomiti 5 Lima Mike, contact Bologna approach 118.15.
Contact Bologna approach 118.15. Dolomiti 5 Lima Mike.
Ryanair 75 Zulu Charlie, contact Bologna, approach 118.15.
Contact Bologna, approach 118.15. Ryanair 75 Zulu Charlie.
Egypt 7A2, contact Ljubljana Center 135.275.
Ljubljana Center 135.275. Egypt Tier 782.
Sordia 124, contact Zagreb Center 124.85.
124.85. Saudia 124.
Jet travel 754 tree. Climb and maintain flight level tree 50. Airbus 007. Climb and maintain flight level tree 60.
Transavia 6709, contact Ljubljana Center 135.275.
Ljubljana Center 135.275. Transavia 6709.
Speedbird 59 Papa, cleared LARAM transition.
Cleared LARAM transition. Speedbird 59 Papa.
Ryanair tree 151. Climb and maintain flight level tree 40.
Eurowing 68906, proceed direct Betos.
Direct Betos. Eurowing 6896.
Austrian 34 X-ray, contact Vienna Center 124.4.
124.4. Austrian 34 X-ray.
Ryanair 78 Juliet Echo, contact Ancona approach 125.325.
Ancona approach 125.325. Ryanair 78 Juliet Echo.
Speedbird 59 Papa, cleared ALS Whiskey approach runway 04 right. Report established on localizer.
Cleared ALS Whiskey approach, report established on localize. Speedbird 59 Papa. Speedbird 59 Papa, established on localize.
Speedbird 59 Papa, continue approach.
Continue. Speedbird 59 Papa.
Speedbird 59 Papa, contact Venice Tower 118.255.
Venice Tower 118.255. Speedbird 59 Papa.
Alpine 45 Hotel Romeo, expect right 2 kilo arrival Charlie Mike Papa, transition ALS approach runway 25.
Expect right 2 kilo arrival Charlie Mike Papa, transition ILS approach runway 25. Alpine 45 Hotel Romeo.
Alpine 45 Hotel Romeo, when ready descend flight level 190.
When ready descend flight level 190. Alpine 45 Hotel Romeo.
Carter Alpha Kilo 501, contact LIBR Center 124.85.
124.85, Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Wizz Air 303, contact Ljubljana Center 135.275.
Contact Ljubljana Center 135.275. Wizz Air 303.
Ryanair 50 Bravo Whiskey, contact Vienna Center 124.4.
124.4. Ryanair 50 Bravo Whiskey.
Milan Center. Air Cairo 2922 inbound Bravo at flight level 380.
Air Cairo 2922, radar contact. Maintain flight level 380.
Maintain flight level 380. Air Cairo 2922.
Milan Center. Wizz Air 132 inbound Tulik at flight level 350.
Wizz Air 132, radar contact. Maintain flight level 350.
Maintain flight level 350. Wizz Air 132.
Ryanair 4276, contact Ljubljana Center 135.275.
135.275. Ryanair 4276.
Milan Center. Wizz Air 2371, inbound Victor Papa 396, at flight level 370.
Wizz Air 2371, identified. Maintain flight level 370.
Maintain flight level 370, Wizz Air 2371. Milan Center. Tops, Whis Minor 6 Whiskey Delta, in, bound Raxel, at flight level 360.
Top Swiss 906, Whiskey Delta, identified. Maintain flight level 360.
Maintain flight level 360. Tops, Whis Minor 6 Whiskey Delta.
Ryanair 4306, contact Ljubljana Center 135.275.
Contact Ljubljana Center 135.275. Ryanair 4306.
Easy 81 Echo Golf. Contact Zagreb Center 122.575.
Zagreb Center 122.575. Easy 81 Echo Golf.
Ryanair 1135. Fly heading 305.
Fly heading 305. Ryanair 1135.
Europa 1684, contact Milan Center 124.925.
124.925. Europa 1684.
Zagreb Center, Wizz Air 3551, inbound Sierra Papa 621, at flight level 370.
Wizz Air 3551, radar contact. Maintain flight level 370.
Maintain flight level 370. Wizz Air 3551.
Ryanair 37 Victor November, contact Ljubljana Center 135.275.
Contact Ljubljana Center 135.275. Ryanair 37 Victor November.
Top Swiss 149er5. Maintain present altitude.
Enter 6633, contact Zagreb Center 122.575.
Contact Zagreb Center 122.575. Enter 6633.
Zagreb Center, Ryanair 37 Victor November, inbound pose, at flight level 360.
Ryanair 37 Victor November identified. Maintain flight level 360.
Maintain flight level 360, Ryanair 37 Victor November.
Finnair 3 Alpha November, contact Milan Center 124.925.
Milan Center 124.925. Finnair 3 Alpha November.
Ryanair 37 Victor November, contact Ljubljana Center 135.275. Turkish 4 Romeo Victor, contact Zagreb Center 122.575.
Zagreb Center 122.575. Turkish 4 Romeo Victor.
Centric 404 Papa, contact Zagreb Center 122.575.
Zagreb Center 122.575. Centric 404 Papa.
Tango Charlie Ream, a uniform Mike, contact Zagreb Center 122.575.
Contact Zagreb Center 122.575. Tango Charlie Ream, a uniform Mike.
Alpine 38906, contact Milan Center 124.925.
124.925, Alpine 38906.
Centric 261 Papa, contact Zagreb Center 122.575.
Contact Zagreb Center 122.575. Center 261 Papa.
Tops, WIS 1594, contact Milan Center 124.925. Contact Milan Center 124.925. Tops, WIS 1594. Zagreb Center, IR Cairo 2983, inbound Unipa, at flight level 350. Ryanair 3661, contact Zagreb Center 122.575.
Contact Zagreb Center 122.575. Ryanair 3661.
IR Cairo 2983 identified. Maintain flight level 350. Maintain flight level 350. IR Cairo 2983. Saudia 126, contact Zagreb Center 122.575. Zagreb Center 122.575. Saudia 126. IR Cairo 2983, contact Zagreb Center 122.575. Contact Zagreb Center 122.575. IR Cairo 2983. Tops was 35 Mike Delta. Contact Zagreb Center 122.575.
Zagreb Center 122.575. Tops was 35 Mike Delta.
Wizz Air 9er Uniform X-Ray. Expect visual approach runway 25.
Expect visual approach runway 25. Wizz Air 9er Uniform X-Ray.
Wizz Air 5 Charlie Bravo. Contact Zagreb Center 122.575. Contact Zagreb Center 122.575. Wizz Air 5 Charlie Bravo. Wizz Air 9er Uniform X-Ray. When ready, descend flight level 190.
When ready, descend flight level 190. Wizz Air 9er Uniform X-Ray.
Arabia, Egypt 544. Contact Milan Center 124.25.
Contact Milan Center 124.25. Arabia, Egypt 544.
Turkish 4 Romeo Victor. Contact Zagreb Center 122.575. Contact Zagreb Center 122.575. Turkish 4 Romeo Victor. Ryanair 4373. Contact Milan Center 124.925.
Contact Milan Center 124.925. Ryanair 4373.
Wizz Air 4416. Contact Zagreb Center 122.575. Zagreb Center 122.575. Wizz Air 4416. Ryanair 5549er. Contact Zagreb Center 122.575.
Zagreb Center 122.575. Ryanair 5549er.
Wizz Air 1406. Contact Zagreb Center 122.575.
Zagreb Center 122.575. Wizz Air 1406.
Ryanair 907 Hotel Mike, expect RIFE 1 Alpha, arrival visual approach runway 27.
Expect RIFE 1 Alpha, arrival visual approach runway 27. Ryanair 907 Hotel Mike.
Ryanair 907 Hotel Mike, when ready descend flight level 50.
When ready descend flight level 50. Ryanair 907 Hotel Mike.
Cruiser 4039er, contact Brindisi, center 123.95.
Contact Brindisi Center 123.95. Visa 4039er.
Zagreb Center, Turkish 1325 at flight level 340. Turkish 1325 radar contact. Maintain flight level 340. Maintain flight level 340. Turkish 1325. CedarJet 212 contact Zagreb Center 122.575. Zagreb Center 122.575. CedarJet 212.
Zagreb Center, Saudi 120 at Orvat, at flight level 390.
Saudi 120 identified. Maintain flight level 390.
Maintain flight level 390. Saudi 120.
Saudi 120, contact Zagreb Center 122.575.
Zagreb Center 122.575. Saudi 120.
Ryanair 1 Uniform Whiskey, contact Zagreb Center 122.575.
Contact Zagreb Center 122.575. Ryanair 1 Uniform Whiskey.
Was Malta 761, expect PETA 3 Mike arrival ILS approach runway 17.
Expect PETA 3 Mike arrival ILS approach runway 17. Was Malta 761.
Was Malta 761, when ready descend flight level 190.
When ready descend flight level 190. Was Malta 761.
User 3355, expect PETA 3 Mike arrival ILS approach runway 17.
Expect PETA 3 Mike arrival ILS approach runway 17. Visa 3355.
Zagreb Center, Air France 473 Heavy, inbound backup, at flight level 400.
User 3355, when ready descend flight level 190.
When ready descend flight level 190. Visa 3355.
Air France 473 Heavy, radar contact. Maintain flight level 400.
Maintain flight level 400. Air France 473 Heavy. Zagreb Center. Aegean 3 Sierra Alpha, inbound empty. At flight level 360.
Aegean 3 Sierra Alpha identified. Maintain flight level 360.
Maintain flight level 360. Aegean 3 Sierra Alpha.
Ryanair 981 Mike. Contact Zagreb Center 122.575.
122.575. Ryanair 981 Mike.
Royal Air Maroc 9011 Tango. Contact Brindisi Center 123.905.
Contact Brindisi Center 123.905. Royal Air Maroc 9011 Tango.
Was Malta 761. Contact Belgrade Center 120.425.
Contact Belgrade Center 120.425. Was Malta 761.
Air Crete 9001. Contact Belgrade Center 120.425.
Belgrade Center 120.425. Air Crete 9001.
Ryanair 1 Uniform Whiskey. Contact Belgrade Center 120.425.
Belgrade Center 120.425. Ryanair 1 Uniform Whiskey.
Wizz 355. Contact Belgrade Center 120.425.
120.425, Reserve 3355.
Qatar Alpha Kilo 501. Contact Brindisi Center 123.95.
Brindisi Center 123.95, Qatar Alpha Kilo 501. Brindisi Center, Qatar Alpha Kilo 501 at flight level 200.
Qatar Alpha Kilo 501, radar contact. Maintain flight level 200.
Maintain flight level 200, Qatar Alpha Kilo 501.
Qatar Alpha Kilo 501, expect Enox 2 Yankee arrival Bravo Charlie Sierra 1 transition at LS approach runway 31.
Expect Enox 2 Yankee arrival Bravo Charlie Sierra 1 transition at LS approach runway 31, Qatar Alpha Kilo 501.
Qatar Alpha Kilo 501, when ready descend flight level 190.
26 inches, please.
When ready descend flight level 190, Qatar Alpha Kilo 501.
26 inches set. Descent checklist, please. Altimeters and flight instruments cross-checked. Seatbelt signs on. On. Engine low is low. Low. Descent checks are complete.
Brindisi Center, Ryanair 907 Papa Alpha, Dick 5 Zulu, departure. Passing flight level 170, climbing to flight level 210.
Ryanair 907 Papa Alpha identified. Continue climb flight level 330.
Continue climb flight level 330. Ryanair 907 Papa Alpha.
Carter Alpha Kilo 501, contact Brindisi Radar 118.75.
Brindisi Radar 118.75, Carter Alpha Kilo 501. Brindisi Radar, Carter Alpha Kilo 501, at flight level 190. Carter Alpha Kilo 501, radar contact, continue descent 4000, altimeter 3005. Continue descent 4000, altimeter 3005, Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
On low. Fuel tank selectors. Mains on, cross feed off. Hydraulic bypass valve. Down. No smoking signs.
Carter Alpha Kilo 501, cleared Inox 2 Yankee arrival Bravo Charlie Sierra 1 transition. Cleared Inox 2 Yankee arrival Bravo Charlie Sierra 1 transition, Carter Alpha Kilo 501. Carter, Alpha Kilo 501, maintain 3,500. Maintain 3,500. Carter, Alpha Kilo 501. Carter, Alpha Kilo 501. Climb 2,500. Climb 2,500. Carter, Alpha Kilo 501. Carter Alpha Kilo 501, cleared ILS approach runway 31. Report established on localizer. Cleared ILS approach, report established on localizer. Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Flaps 20. Setting flaps 20.
Carter Alpha Kilo 501, established on localizer.
20 flaps set.
Carter Alpha Kilo 501, continue approach. Continue approach, Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Gear up and down. Gear down and locked. 3 greens. Props. 2400 RPM. 2400 RPM set. Cal flaps. Plus 3 degrees.
Carter Alpha Kilo 501, contact Brindisi Tower 118.1.
Landing eyes off. Landing lights.
118.1. Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Extended on. Carbine. Call me called. Set call.
Brindisi Tower, Carter Alpha Kilo 501 on final 31.
Carter Alpha Kilo 501, wind variable at 2 knots. Clear to land. Runway 31.
Clear to land. Runway 31. Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Carter Alpha Kilo 501, report vacated.
Report vacated, Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
After landing checks complete.
Brindisi Tower, Carter Alpha Kilo 501, runway vacated.
Carter Alpha Kilo 501, taxi to stand 109er. Hold short of runway 1331.
Taxi to span 109er. Hold short of runway 1331. Carter Alpha Kilo 501. Brindisi Tower, Carter Alpha Kilo 501. Request cross runway 1331.
Carter Alpha Kilo 501, cross runway 1331, report vacated.
Cross runway 1331, report vacated, Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Brindisi Tower, Ryanair 79 Victor Quebec with information like, request clearance to Tessera. We are at gate 104.
Ryanair 79 Victor Quebec cleared to Tessera. Expect Inox 6 Juliet departure runway 31. Initial climb flight level 210. Dennis Fall. Squawk 6555.
Cleared to Tessera. Expect Inox 6 Juliet departure runway 31. Initial climb flight level 210. Dennis filed. Squawk 6555, Ryanair 79 Victor Quebec.
Ryanair 79 Victor Quebec, readback is correct. Report when ready.
Report when ready. Ryanair 79 Victor, Quebec.
Brindisi Tower, Carter, Alpha Kilo 501, runway vacated.
Carter Alpha Kilo 501, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Brindisi Tower, Ryanair 79 Victor, Quebec. We are ready for push and start.
Ryanair 79 Victor, Quebec, cleared for push and engine start.
Pushback and engine start approved. Ryanair 79 Victor, Quebec. Ryanair 79 Victor, Quebec, request taxi.
Ryanair 79 Victor, Quebec, taxi to holding point runway 31. Hold short of runway 1331.
Taxi to holding point runway 31. Hold short of runway 1331. Ryanair 79 Victor, Quebec.
Parking brake is set. Cut entrance.
Brindisi Tower, Ryanair 79 Victor, Quebec. Request cross runway 1331.
Ryanair 79 Victor, Quebec, cross runway 1331, report vacated.
Cross runway 1331, report vacated. Ryanair 79 Victor, Quebec.
Parking checks